Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone. I hope you're doing really well. This reading is for Aries. I'm going to be using the Green Witches Tarot. This deck is a different one for me because I don't have any decks in my collection that are pagan themed or witchy themed, but I really felt guided to buy and try out this one. I've had it since last year and I actually really like it, so I said I'll use it for you guys' reading. I'm also going to be pairing it with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. I'm going to use that like an oracle deck, so I'm just going to pull one card from that deck at the end because it feels like an oracle even though it's a tarot because it has writing on the cards and stuff. So I'm going to be using this as my little pointers, my daughter's little fairy wand. So yeah, let's get into the reading. You have the 8 card, which is the crone, which would traditionally be the strength card. You have the Tower, but it's called the Wild Hunt in this deck. And you have the Queen of Chalices, which would be the Queen of Cups. Now, this card in the middle is the one that is really drawing my attention. There's some challenges going on here. I kind of can see that there could be an argument or a blow up kind of situation that you might be getting involved in, and it could be to do with a water sign person. The water sign could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. You guys have it could be a bit like a water and oil kind of situation, being that you're an Aries anyway, you're a fire sign, this person is a water sign, you're kind of like the opposites anyway. So this person is really different to you. That's what the strength card always sort of dictates in terms of when there's a person that you have an issue with. It's like you and this other person, you're just so different. And it's kind of like something is going to come to a head. I don't know how long you've been dealing with this issue with this individual, but everything is going to come out in terms of, you know, what's going on here. And I wanted to pull an additional card just to get a bit more clarity. And the card that came through is a 7 of Wands. So, yes, this is definitely going to be... this is definitely going to be a situation that could potentially, you know, be blown out of proportion. To be honest, I don't really know how, you know, how to really, because usually I'll give advice to, you know, basically how to either avoid it or how to kind of create the sort of the best outcome out of the situation. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually struggling to think of what like the better outcome could possibly be. I just see a lot of fiery energy here. Like you got sort of this Leo lion, so somebody could be very prideful, feeling like they're right, feeling like they should be listened to, exerting their authority or their power or their will over you, or you could be doing that to that other person. But I really see that somebody is more focused on themselves and their own best interest right now. Even though you may have been loyal to this person, I don't think they're going to value the loyalty per se, because to them it's more about them than it is about you. I mean, then at the same time, this is a general reading, so it could be the other way around. Like maybe you're just feeling like it should be more about you than about them. But I kind of feel like what Spirit is saying is people's egos need to be checked in this situation. Because I feel like somebody's ego is just too much. Like they're just doing too much. They're the center of the universe in their world. And then they want people to be there, but they kind of treat people like they're kind of like a puppet on a string to them kind of thing. And if that's the case, it's like either you've had enough or that person has had enough. And so that's why things are kind of coming to a head. And again, the Mars kind of energy can make everything sort of bubble to the surface. But the thing is with the Tower is the Tower, even though funnily enough, today I was on the tarot Facebook group, and somebody was like saying, "Oh, the tarot, the tower is such a negative card." But to be honest, none of the cards in the tarot are just, none of them are out and out negative. It always depends on how things show up. Yes, there's cards, each card comes with its challenges. Even the ones that we may look at as being more positive, they all have their challenges, and they all have sort of their blessings and sort of lessons that you can learn and take away from them. And I guess the sort of the lesson of the tarot card is the only time a building like this is going to fall apart is when the foundation is weak, when the building is weak, when basically this situation has even become unbearable, or this arrangement just isn't working anymore. Basically, it's something that there's been problems for a while, and it could be that either those problems were ignored, or it could just be that you've been trying your best to try to keep things together, but it's saying something has to give in this situation. And the reason why it has to give is that there has to be a space for something new to come out of this situation. Whether the new thing is that the two of you go your separate ways, or whether the new thing is that you sit down and you discuss your issues and be able to find a new way of moving forward together. So those are literally your two options with the tower. Either you break up, you go your separate ways, or you use it as an opportunity to be able to work through these issues that you have. Yes, it can be a case where things get very heated. People's, again, egos could be involved, emotions could be involved, all that kind of stuff. But it does leave you the opportunity to be able to get through things if that person is willing and whether you're willing. Again, because this is a watery kind of card, and then on top of that it's like it's a queen card. So again, there could be a lot of emotions involved. People who might be sensitive about certain things that are being discussed at this time. So there might be things you don't want to hear. It could be things that that person doesn't really want to hear, and people might be getting a bit on the defensive about the things that they're feeling at this time. But either way, it's gonna be a valuable experience, because you both cards are a major out of these cards that are here. So it's saying that this is necessary right now. The universe has created this situation as an opportunity for you to either be able to sort of look at yourself, or to look at this person in for who they really are. So all that is being revealed and all that is coming to a head is only because it's basically been under the surface for too long, and now it's sort of coming up to the surface. The only thing with the tower card is sometimes you may feel like, where is all this coming from at times as well. But I think we only feel like that when we're sort of being willfully blind to certain things, So it's kind of saying like now isn't the time for that, basically. And it doesn't mean good things can't come out of the end of it, because to be honest, even though the Seven of Wands can present challenges, in this interpretation is quite a pleasant one. I mean, there's fire in this as well, which we're seeing fire here, and this kind of has a fiery energy connected with Leo and thing as well. So some of you may be having a problem with a Leo. Also, and that would be a really difficult situation if you got a problem with a Leo. Being that you're an Aries, the two of you may bump heads, and it might be quite difficult to come to a resolution. If it's a water sign, there might be a bit more give in this situation, but I guess it just depends on how this individual is. But it's so funny how fire can represent again burning, anger, but then it can also represent the warmth, the warmth and almost like the love in a home as well, and when you look at her environment, it looks very cozy, So again, all of this stuff going on it could lead to something better. I mean, she is on her own in this situation, so that could be an issue as well, because this person has the line, but then this person's on their own. She's on her own, so it could be that, you know, somebody may be needing their independence as well from somebody else. They may be needing some time away from someone else. So I think it's just a case of sort of seeing, and seven kind of, yeah, represents a kind of one individual, and a person by themselves too. Um, in the way I read like numbers, so yeah, it might just need be a time for a break, I would say, from somebody else, uh, in order for you to just regroup. For some reason, some of you guys may feel happier by yourself than with this other person. So I don't know if some of you may be walking away from a situation with somebody else. You know, but I know the way Aries, the way you guys are, you act on what, you know, whatever you think in your mind, you're gonna act on it basically. So if the Aries can be very independent, if you guys are not happy in a situation and you decide to leave, you're gonna leave, no matter what anybody says, or you know, you're not gonna be able to be convinced, or it'd be extremely hard to convince you otherwise. So I know you're gonna do what is best for you in the end. So let's see what happens with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Okay, let me just keep going actually. Got a flip card. Okay, you got another kind of page. You got sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic ability. So, well, this ain't a bad card, actually. I mean, compared to all this other stuff we've been seeing. But again, it's a water card as well. So, you had the Queen that was a water card. Now, you have the Page that's a water card. So, I feel like you're really dealing with a water sign person right now. This could be a child of yours or children of yours that are water signs that you may be having issues with as well. But again, if you are having issues with a child, it's because they are sensitive, maybe going through a bit of a difficult time right now in terms of their age. So they might be at the stage where, you know, where kids like to challenge their parents and things, and then so things may be coming to a head in that kind of way if this is a child that is doing this. But I don't want to be quick to say that there could be automatic healing, because I kind of feel like there's a lot that's going to need to be worked through first out of this situation before there's proper healing that comes of it. But at least it gives the opportunity to do the work towards it. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.